everybody, what's up? It is Wednesday, November 4th. Well, the long-awaited election is finally over, and Joe Biden is about to become our 46th president. I know it's not official yet, but he's like 6 electoral votes away. It's all trending in his favor, and he's going to ultimately be declared the winner. Notwithstanding these legal challenges now that Trump is mounting, these legal challenges are going to fail. I'll just tell you that right now. So whether you like it or not, Biden is going to be our next president. That's a fact, and I'm stating it right here now. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but let's just take a moment and reflect that the era of Donald Trump as president of the United States is over. Whether you like him, whether you don't like him, whether you like his policies, whether you think he did a good job or not, he's gone. He's flailing right now. He's thrashing. He's trying to keep it going. That's typical Trump style, but it's not going to work. I think personally that a lot of people are going to be disappointed in Biden, particularly in his economic policies. And I've said before that a Republican-controlled Senate, which is what we're going to have, we still have that. The Democrats did not take control of the Senate. A Republican-controlled Senate and a Biden presidency, I think ultimately that's going to play out in a negative way for the economy. But I'm not making any moves right now. The election has to be declared official. The guy's got to be sworn in. We got to see his policies. Congress has to, vote on it, and then we'll know what to do. I mean, there is time. There's plenty of time, actually. I mean, first we got to get through all the shenanigans going on now with Trump's, trying to hold on to the office. He's not going to be able to. But anyway, you're looking at late January 2021 at the inauguration. And then we'll see what his policies are going to be. But I ultimately think that a Republican-controlled Senate run by Mitch McConnell and Biden, who has said in the past he's going to work across the aisle. That means he's going to acquiesce to whatever the Republicans want. And you're going to see that the Republicans are suddenly going to become very concerned about the deficit and the debts where they were not with Trump. They're going to, change their tune on that. And I think we're going to have a period of austerity, actually. I think politically, Biden is the kind of guy who will agree to, hey, we got to be fiscally responsible. There's a lot of history on this guy where he said, and I've been saying that, everything's on the table when it comes to fiscal responsibility. Social Security cuts, Medicare cuts, Medicaid cuts, everything's on the table. But again, I'm not worried about that right now. I said there was going to be a big rally today, and there was a big rally. I mean, at one point, the NASDAQ was up, like 4 or 5%. Dow was up like 700 points. We closed up 300 something. Look, these pullbacks right now, there's people here, who say, it's going to be a contested election, and that's uncertainty, and you have to, you got to be bearish. That is such a naive understanding of markets, all right? As if you're the only person who sees that there's going to be uncertainty, right? That's like the contrarian view, right? Sorry, that's wrong. And that completely ignores the most important underlying fundamental, which is the fiscal support that continues to flow to the economy. We're up 125 billion. I know every time I say this every day, I'm sure it makes your eyes glaze over, but this is the key thing. This is the key fundamental. And in every metric in that fiscal flow snapshot, whether it's total spending, whether it's tax flows, it's all trending higher, and it's going to stay in place. It doesn't change just because right now, Biden got 264 electoral votes. Now, yeah, people are going to, get nervous when they hear about these legal challenges, but this is the same old story. This is the headline trading. I mean, how many times have I talked to you guys about headline traders? We just take their money. I mean, one day it's the virus they're selling, the next day it's the trade war they're selling, trade war on, trade war off, or the Fed is doing something, or the Fed is not doing something. I mean, this is just folly. And it is very, very unsophisticated. It's naive. It's just amateurish. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. And to think, that you came up with this idea that, hey, there's uncertainty. Well, let me, newsflash, life is full of uncertainty. We don't know the future. I mean, there's always going to be uncertainty. That's not a problem for the market. There is always, you know what's a problem for the market? When everybody thinks the situation is certain, that it's perfect, that all the things are aligned, right? Like they thought in January of this year. Like everything is just hunky-dory right now and perfect. Let's buy now after it went up 28,000 points or whatever. Let's buy it now because it all looks really good right now. No, that's idiocy. But that's what people do. And frankly, I'm happy for that because it's so easy to take their money. Like people saying, oh, it's going to be a contested election. We better be bearish. All right, you know what? If that's your analysis, fine. These swings based on that, they're just gifts. They're gifts. People puke it out. They sell out. They get scared. They get emotional. They get frightened. They don't know really what the correct thing to look at. They don't know what that is. I do. My subscribers know. They don't know. They're running around, like chickens with their heads cut off. One day a headline pops up. Somebody says something, like Trump with his tweets. By the way, what's going to happen when he goes away and no more tweets too? Right? You lost your system. All right, so that's it. Biden's going to be declared ultimately the winner. It might take a few days. It might take a few weeks. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's done. It's done. Trump is gone. So whatever. Take it however you're going to take it. My whole thing is about making money as an investor, as a trader. That's what I try to help people with. Do I like this outcome? I mean, that's personally for me. I didn't like either one of these guys. I voted for Trump the first time in 2016. He let me down, as I've said many times in videos right here on this channel. And I'm not a Biden guy, but look, it's not my call. People voted, and by the way, he won an historic amount of popular vote. I think it's up around 70 million right now. Like he trounced. So the thing is, like everybody was making fun of the polls early today, like last night, and the polls is finished, the industry is finished. Well, it kind of turned out exactly the way the polls said. Pretty close anyway. So there you go. All right, remember, go to my website, sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. I'm thinking I might be raising the price in January. Nobody gives us that kind of information. Nobody has this track record. It's $3.95 a month. It might go up to $500. I've been, thinking about the idea. So get it now. Lock it in now. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.